What is up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Nick and welcome to the channel. We are at Mugello. We are in the Fomula Mazdas, back from the old Fomula Mazda hopper. Cracking little race. Wanted to make sure I got a video out of this one here, so I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did racing it. I'm going to have the pre-set up bug happening to us here, unfortunately. We go to set fuels and tyre for the race and it just immediately throws us into the loading screen in perpetuity until the lights go green. So starting on the medium tyres, which is okay, but we do have a full tank of fuel. As you can see there, we have 38 laps of fuel on board, so fueled for this race 5 times over nearly. So not going to be the quickest on track as we could potentially have been, but we will see how we go. We're going to take the first opening bit of the race in nice and slowly. We decided not to qualify in this one, just a bit of fun to see how far through the grid we could get. Here we can see we deem as the inevitable happening, just a load of people scattering to the wind, so that's why we didn't gun it straight into T1. Made up to P14 from 21st on the grid, so not bad first turn. We've got more crashes happening here. Got a red car just on the right hand side here. Another crash happens just in front of us. We get forced onto the grass. We just decide to skip that corner entirely. We go nice and slow to not get a penalty, and we're up to P9. So, not a bad first series of corners here. We are being chased down by the red Mazda behind us, so we are going to need to pay attention. I'm going to say we are going to be a bit slow because of just the sheer amount of fuel that we have. 2 more people barreling off onto the outside there, so we're now all the way up to P5. So, from P21 to P5 on half a lap, that's not bad at all. We've got the red car trying to look around the outside here. We keep it close to the inside. He still somehow manages to make contact with us as we crest the hill. Brake nice and early, not wanting to really contest this too much. He gets all out of shape coming through the corner, cuts back across quite viciously. We end up having to brake and make a move out of the way, which gives the opportunity for the yellow car behind, Mr. Oopsie, to slide right through. However, a couple of corners later, he does, as his namesake says, does have an oopsie, and we gain that place back coming through the final turn here to end out lap 1. You can see he is all over the back of us. We are going to be very slow in a straight line, unfortunately, because of the extra weight. Getting a nice little bit of bump drafting going along down here. At least I think that's what this guy was trying to do. If not, he hasn't quite figured out how to do a pass in this game. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, saying he's looking at doing bump drafting. We are getting completely swamped coming into turn 1 here. Braking nice and early, making sure we keep out of the way. Taking more double apex approach through this corner here. Car in front of us gets a little bit squirrely on exit. We carry a bit more speed through this one here. He gets a little bit slippery. We get a little tap from behind. We get a bit out of shape coming through the second part of it. We keep our right hand side just on the rumble strips to keep the lap valid. Coming through the double right hander on that, going into the second half of the lap, the car in front gets all out of shape sliding through there. We have again just been swarmed by all these cars behind us. The extra weight here really is not doing us much favour at all. Just can't quite seem to get a gap to these guys here. It's a lot of squabbling. It's not really what I want to be doing. I kind of want to get my head down and have some clean laps so we don't fall too far behind. Pick up a couple of places here from a couple of people pitting early, presumably starting on the softs going to mediums. We pit at the end of lap 5, so we're going to do a medium soft stint here, so we absolutely gun it straight into the pit lane as you can do on here. And as I said, we're going to be switching out our mediums for some nice set of softs. Certainly don't need any more fuel, as we have more than enough fuel to get us through this race here. We'll be coming out and we are P5 on exit. We've got just the faint hint of the red Mazda we were fighting with at the beginning of the race coming up. So we're going to put ourselves over to that side. We're going to leave him space because he's going to be braking a lot later than us, carrying that momentum in. We don't really want to be rear-ended coming through here. Doesn't really give us much space on the inside. I feel like he could have not squeezed us so much, but anyway, nothing really happened from that contact. He's getting a bit out of shape coming through here. We just get on the power a little bit too early. We just drift off track there, exceeding limits. Get a 0.2 second penalty on there, so a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. He gets all out of shape coming through the left-hander. We cut back here through the right-hander of that second chicane. Coming down towards the infield section, we keep it on the inside, hold the apex, leave space on the outside as it looks like he's thinking about sending up the inside, but he clears that and we pull in and we start to focus on pushing our way ahead. So coming through to the end of lap 7, we've gained up to the back of 4th position. He cuts us off a little bit coming through the second part of the corner here. So we just have to back off, see if we can get something else happening shortly. We're just going to sit nice and close, coming through the final corner. We have a look and see if we can send it around the outside here. We've got much better grip on these still very grippy soft tyres. We get on the throttle nice and early, good planted car, no sort of loss of traction or anything like that, but our straight line speed is hurting us again. I might be running a bit more wing than some of the other people if they're in their base setup, because I did go in and tune this a little bit. We are nearly 3 wide. I bail out of this one, conceding the inside of the track. Don't want to get caught up in any incidents here so late on in the race. We're on very, very fresh tyres compared to those around us, so we should be quicker through the tighter sections now the main straight has been sorted. We drift off wide again here, but we let off the throttle just enough to make sure we avoid getting another penalty, and we do make up 5th position as the red Mazda did get more out of shape than us through that corner. So coming into the downhill section, we cut the corner nice and deep on there. We are carrying a lot more speed. We look to jink left. He looks like he's going left, but straightens up right at the last minute. I cut back right to try and get the cut back. We make contact, unfortunately. Do apologise for that. Was not my intent at all. Now we've got P3 ahead of us. He is 3.9 seconds, 3.8, 3.7, 3.5, 3.4 seconds ahead of us, 3 seconds ahead of us, and he's got a 4-second penalty. So we are looking good to pick up a late 3rd position here in this race, so we are not out of the question of getting a podium. We are currently sat P3 because we have the lowest penalty of all of us around us, and we are gaining almost a second a corner at this rate through this section of the track thanks to our late pit stop for softs. We gun it through this bit here. We are going to be right on the back of him, just coming around into the last bend. We have to let off the throttle a little bit through the second part of the chicane just to make sure we've got space. We put it to the outside, we brake late, we leave loads of space on the inside. You see the red Mazda comes flying in behind us. He collects the yellow and that sends him into us, and that sends us off the track, and we slide down to 5th, 6th, 7th position, 8th position. So we've just lost 5 positions through that last corner with that instant that we had absolutely no part of. So we're just going to gun it down. You can see everyone around us has got some penalties, so we're just going to gun it over the line and see where we end up. And with all said and done, it does turn out that we end up getting promoted to 6th position after the finish here based on calculations of penalties. So unfortunately not the 3rd we were looking like we were going to get, but anyway, still better than nothing. We came from the back of the grid, so we can't be too unhappy about 6th. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. As I said, it was a very fun race for me to do. I really wanted to share this with you guys. If you did like this, do feel free to click the playlist on screen now. There are lots more videos like this in the Forza Motorsport playlist. Feel free to leave a like, it'd be a massive help for me. Subscribe if you did enjoy the content, and leave a comment just to say hi, really, or anything else you want to say on there. Tell me I'm a scrub, tell me whatever. Yeah, that's what it's there for. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.